To create a fashion collection, you need three key elements: silhouette, color, material, whether for clothes or accessories. But ingredients alone are pretty sterile without the discourse that links them, a vocabulary that elevates them to objects of desire. When those stories woven into fabric are revealed, they come to life. Here's a few snippets from the ready-to-wear collections shown at Fashion Week for Winter 2025.
In 80s, in south of Poland, Śląsk. So I remember the ladies wearing those big coats, scarves around the neck, and I did it literally the same, just put it more modern, how I will wear it now. So I wanted to combine the memories in the chic, sexy wardrobe now. So that was the main idea for the collection. I have this memory from my childhood that my mother bought me a red hooded coat, and I remember when I was walking in that I felt so special, and I thought that it gives so much power. That how special I felt there in south of Poland when nothing was connected with fashion that time, but I felt quite special, and I think I feel this power and I love it so much.
Fashion is cinema.
Why David Lynch? I mean, everyone knows because he disappeared this year. So as I love his film, where actually we don't know if we are in the future, in the past, in the present, what is true, what is not true. And the collection is also a lot about making the men and the women like if they will be in a David Lynch movie or in a movie every day. I mean, that's what I want for women, for any woman. I want women to be free, radical. I want them to love themselves, to feel hot for themselves also, and to feel really sensual. The women is also a lot of reference to 50s and 80s, like this kind of fatal body.
Yes.
And really healthy body also. And I just want people to keep believing in their work and keep loving what they love and loving themselves.
Fashion is all about staging yourself.
En fait, l'idée de performance, c'est qu'on est tous des personnages.
In fact, the idea behind performer is that we're all characters on a stage, but also in life. And we have roles not to play, but to embody, to uphold at different times. We have a garment that's in motion, for example, and it's captured like this dress, where it's as if that motion, that little sprint, its movement has been frozen. We have a few exceptional pieces that are a little more special occasion or artistic, but most of the collection is things that I think can be worn every day, that can really blend into our urban wardrobe.
De tous les jours et qui peut vraiment se fondre dans notre vestiaire urbain.
Fashion is a political message.
Okay. I create this collection in Ukraine, of course, in our base, head office in Kyiv. We create everything under missiles attack and alarm and during the war. In this moment, we need to be united as never before. And believe in the peace, and not the peace during couple of years. It's a peace for future, peace for our children.
Fashion is where business meets culture.
The bag is an emblematic element within the luxury industry, and it's part of the luxury universe, right? It's versatile since it can be matched with several outfits at different times. After a period of consumption which intensified in the East, particularly in China, there's a moment of calm, at least over there. But there's also an extremely strong dynamic in the United States. We're seeing this in the Middle East too, and in emerging economies. When Fashion Week starts in Paris, people talk about fashion, but we talk about bags. They talk about consumption. We talk about enthusiasm. We talk about connoisseurs. We talk about people who live in this universe. We talk about passing on knowledge, and that's what counts.
On parle de gens qui vivent avec, on parle de transmission, c'est ça qui compte.
Fashion is a philosophical reflection.
The idea was to take an ordinary bag and turn it into a garment. The result? We no longer look at a bag in the same way, and we start to wonder, what is a bag? What is a garment? That's the ambiguity of having to define an object.
Fashion is sometimes absurd.
I'm sorry to be here.
No, why?
No, I'm always thinking about how to live, but I can't.
No, you can't.
Something stops me
And what is it?
to go. I don't know. Maybe my grandmother, maybe my dog, very old dog. She needs me.
The language of fashion, sometimes it's also not talking about fashion, but watching clothes in their whirlwind, watching them in motion.